Welcome back. Today we are going to look at how to create a job application, how to apply to jobs which may not even exist, how to apply to companies which may not even have advertised. Why call this as reverse job application? And it's not a new thing. So here is a bit. You start applying to jobs, you start applying to companies, and you may not necessarily have a job posting. You may not necessarily be even qualified for the job. The company may not even be necessarily hiring. I'm sure you are thinking I'm crazy. Maybe I am. But here is the thing, whatever I have spoken or things that people have already done and have amassed great benefits from. So maybe I'm not crazy yet. So let's dive deep into what I call as reverse job application and what it means to you. Well, let's face it, yeah, the job application process is broken and we all know it. You prepare your resume, you polish it, polish it, polish it. You ensure that it is not more than one page, maybe two pages. You add a covering letter. You ensure that whichever job application you are applying for, all of those points are reflected in your resume. You talk to your friends, you talk to resume mentors, maybe people like me, and yet you are not finding any breakthrough. You send the application, you have sent hundreds of applications, you have not heard one thing from any of those employers. All you hear is absolute stunning silence. So, what you do? This is happening because somebody else is controlling the process. This is happening because hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people are applying for the same job that you're applying, and you don't know where, compared to all of those people, how you are doing. And poor recruiters, they're also drowning in a sea of resumes which are coming to them. And it is taking all kinds of efforts, all kinds of time for them to figure out who the right candidate is. A lot of time, the resumes are all looking same. 5 to 6 years experience, this skill. I'm the best in the world. I'm the best in this skill. I'm the best in that skill. That's what a resume leads like. And if you're a recruiter, what would you do? What evidence do you have that this person is very good? So it is a bit of a problem for both the parties, both the recruiter as well as the recruitee, and both are not meeting anywhere. That's where you need to take control of the entire process. And how do you do it? Here is how you do it. I prescribe a three-step process. Number one, you draw a list of companies that you like to be in. Okay, for simplicity's sake, I take global companies that mostly people admire. It could be Google, it could be Nvidia, or it could even be DeepSeek. Okay, doesn't matter which companies are, as long as you admire those companies and you want to work for them. Okay, these are the companies that you want to work. Now, you do next research in terms of what are the areas that these guys are working on? What are the areas that these companies are putting their efforts, putting their bets on? What are the problems that they are trying to solve? And what are the problems, pain points they are having as you see them? You may be right, you may be wrong. Don't worry about it. You do your research, you figure out what they are trying to solve, and those problems are their pain points. Those are the things that if they are trying to solve, those are the areas that they need more expertise in. Those are the areas that they need more help on. So draw a list of companies, draw a list of areas that you want help them on and pitch yourself. Look at where you fit in. If these are the areas that they are working on, and these are the areas which could be pain points for them, and if you were to be in those companies, how would you help those companies? Think about it. Imagine, prepare a pitch, and that is going to be the pitch that you are going to use. So the pitch could be something like this. You start with a hook. You need to grab their attention with a specific problem that maybe they're facing. For example, it could be I notice your company is expanding into this market and I would love to help you navigate the challenges of it could be solving problem of expanding into the Spanish market, solving the problem of expanding into the third tier of India because I have great expertise in rural or tier three markets of India. So it could be any of these market related challenges, or it could be any of the technology related challenges, but there is a challenge and you pitch yourself as the perfect person because you have the expertise to solve that challenge. And step number two, show your expertise. Briefly highlight your relevant skills and experience. Three, propose a solution. Offer a specific idea or a project that you have either worked on or you are working on, and therefore there's a very solid evidence that you have expertise on. And in with a call for action. Suggest a meeting, suggest discussions further, so that it is a compelling business propositions to you. It's not one resume trying to tailor for whatever they have already specified, but it is your pitch, your idea to solve their problem. Suppose you are a web designer or a graphic designer. You take a look at the company's website and you think that it can do with some improvement. You hardly think so. And here is a great moment. You pitch to that company. Say that, hey guys, I noticed your website. This is what I saw. You take screenshots and put your point of view. And you also say that this is why I think a refresh could be a great idea for your website. It can draw in more traffic. And you know what? I've done lots of projects like this. You enclose pieces of your project. Those are all hosted in repository. So you give the links of the projects, maybe along with the screenshots, and say that this is what your strength is. I have this great strength. I would love to work on your company's website, and I would love to do what I have done for other companies. Here is what my capabilities are. Let's talk. That makes it very easy for the company to think about you because you have demonstrated several things. One, you have demonstrated that you are deeply interested in the company. You have thought about them, you have learned about them, you have researched about them. Second, you have demonstrated your hard-working skills because you have taken the steps of looking at the problem, thinking through the problem, suggesting a solution to the problem. Three, you have also demonstrated your skill set. You have talked about what you can do. Four, you have quantified the ability to solve the problem that they have. It's not on air, it's solid evidence because you are showing that you have already solved similar problems for other people and you are showing evidence of having solved that. When somebody from the company side sees this, even if they don't have any requirement now, I am betting my lost dollar that they will remember you and they will be willing to recommend you to somebody who wants you kind of a person. So that's the magic of pitching, and that's the magic of finding out what the company wants and saying that, hey, I know this might be an area that you need help, and I'm here to help. And there are lots and lots of people who have done just this. They have beaten the traditional path, they have morphed on to something which is extraordinary, just being different. Examples, Eric Gandhi. Eric Gandhi made his resume on his LinkedIn profile, which looked like a Google search page. So somebody in Google spotted it, and the rest is, as I say, history. So it's the ability to move beyond the traditional limits of what you are doing, which makes you very, very interesting proposition. Oh, this person is thinking very differently. Oh, this person is able to demonstrate his different thinking skills. And let's use this person. Example number two, a marketing graduate from Galway, Ireland landed a job by renting a billboard. And the billboard talked about, here is what I am, and this is what I can do. And if you're interested, come and talk to me. It was a billboard. The person is advertising himself as a person for suited for you. And that caught a lot of attention. The person is supposed to have spent about $2,000 on that, but I'm sure it was well worth the effort. Next example is that of Graham Anthony, who applied for Via Social, where he didn't send a resume, he didn't send a cover letter. He just sent a link which showed a video which with a lot of YouTube links of what he has created, and that showed everything that is possible. And my word, the company was very, very interested. Next example is that of Andrew Horner. Andrew Horner is absolutely hilarious case study where he created a website and the website, and he was trying to become a programmer and he was applying for jobs. He was getting nowhere. Very familiar story. So he created a website, and the website talked about nothing about his skills. In fact, he listed as one of his skills is his ability to wear pants or something like that. So that website offered absolutely no clue about what his skills are, what he wanted to do, did not even say that he wanted to get a job. But it was a hilarious website which drew people to a side of this person is able to think very differently. The website demonstrated his ability to think differently, and that is what drew people to him. And again, it's a very interesting case study in terms of reverse job application. There are many, many case studies like that. There are many, many people who, out of sheer frustration, have gone to reverse job application as a process. But you don't have to go to that extreme. Only to do that, only when you get so very frustrated. You can start today. Simply craft a video resume. Simply craft a video resume with all of your annotations, all of the good work that you have done. Put your portfolio, give video illustrations of what kind of work you have done. Talk to people, ask them to recommend you on the video. Do something which stands out. Do something which is very clearly differentiated idea, and then execution of the idea is the proof which is there in the video. You can do that, or you can rent a billboard, or you can put a paper advertisement, say, hey, I'm available, or you wanting to rent me. You need to do something differently. And the only reason that you should do things differently is because if you continue to do the same thing, you can't expect a very different result. If you have already applied for 400 jobs and you have not got anything, what gives you the confidence that 401st job would do anything differently? So while you continue to apply for traditional jobs in the traditional way, once in a while, I would highly urge you to try something very, very different from the beaten path. And a lot of people have tried it. And whenever people have tried a different path compared to the beaten path, they have gone places. And that is what example after example tells us. So in the link below, you will find three pieces of tracking sheets, which would be very, very helpful for you. One, which would help you to track, prepare a pitch email for yourself and key steps, what we have talked about in a more concrete manner given in that link. Please take that, please print it out, or you can cut, copy, paste, and use it the way you see it. Second, idea talks about how to go about very, very specific steps of creating your portfolio. Third, talks about how do you create that social media campaign for yourself as a brand. All of this plus overall achievement tracker, very, very simple 2, 3 lines of how you can track all of this. All of these are given in the link below. Please take them, please use them, and go ahead and be different and ensure that you are seen. And your case history is something that I would like to talk about in my next episode when I talk to my viewers. See you.